We arrived at a stage at the rental farm whereby the buildings were at full capacity, and we needed to look at either changing farm or adding buildings. We took the latter choice of and were fortunate enough to find the farm that we're currently on and farming. This was a farm which offered opportunities the first one didn't, in so far as the land was much lighter and capable of supporting outdoor pigs. Coincidentally, there was the terrible episode of mad cow disease which swept through Europe and entered into the people's minds, and as a consequence we found ourselves with the wonderful opportunity of having an organic market open, which fitted perfectly in with my approach of high animal welfare. So we changed over. We abandoned the idea of very quickly of continuing with conventional farming and converted the whole farm over to organics, which it takes 2 years in fact. And today we have a breeding herd of 50 outside pigs, sows, breeding sows, and we fatten everything up to slaughter weight, which for the French market means a pig of 115 kilos approximately. The change over to organics, it means obliges a farmer wanting to do so to a 2-year conversion phase, whereby you stop using any form of chemical input on your crops, you stop using artificial fertilizers, and you feed your livestock with organically approved foodstuffs. And there is a what we call in France a cahier de charge, which is a sort of a rule book, if you like, which gives you the guidelines, for example, on stocking rates for any period the animals are in buildings, the stocking rates for the pigs outside, and the certain management factors, for example, like where piglets are concerned, stopping cutting tails, stopping cutting teeth, and of course the use of antibiotics on a regular systematic basis. As the organic market has developed and the consumer has become more and more interested and concerned about the quality and origin of food produced, there has been a response to the demand, and the organic production has grown tremendously in France. Unfortunately, whenever something works in this way, there is a tendency that certain industrial interests try and latch on to the phenomena, and this has brought about a pressure on the standards that we were imposed from the beginning. In other words, there's a pressure to weaken the standards, dilute them, and this is something certainly on the level of animal welfare that I refuse to accept. And on a personal level, therefore, I am moving my farm over to a higher welfare system. By that I mean I'm passing from being partially outdoors. On my system, by partial, I mean the sows live outside, they have their litters outside, and after weaning, their piglets spend 2 months outside before being brought into large straw yards where they're finished. I'm actually abandoning that part of the programme or the system, and I'm passing my farm over to 100% outdoor. So at the moment we're working on which forage crops or combination of forage crops can provide our pigs with a supplementary ration, and we believe this will bring a much superior quality viand meat, to the public, because pigs raised outdoors, for those that don't know, are naturally high in omega-3 and in vitamin D and E, both of which, certainly vitamin D, is lacking in a big percentage of the population.